starting back with another video. I'm going to teach you guys on how to do this nice cut crease. Just going to admire my pimple for a second. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Maybelline powder. And I'm just using this underneath my eyes because I already have my face on. I don't really want to mess up the rest of my makeup in case there's any fallout. And the shade that I'm using is number 30, which is medium deep. So I'm going to be taking the Morphe Maddie Ziegler palette. And I'm going to be using this cranberry shade, which is called Go Home. And I'm going to use an angle brush. I'm basically going to draw out my angle eye on what I want it to create. So it's almost like a wing liner, but it's also like a cut crease at the same time. So I just took it into my crease and just brought it over to match and meet the other end. And I just went back into Go Home to deepen up that color. So now I'm going to take this fluffy brush from the e.l.f. and I'm just going to go back into Go Home and I'm just going to blend that out just a little bit, but not too much. I still wanted the print to be there, but I didn't want it to be too harsh once I added the other colors into it. So if you can notice that when it comes to me doing the wing part, I take my fluffy brush to make sure it has a little curve to it to actually add the wing to it. So after that, I went into this Mariale Too Faced palette. It's the Amor Caliente. And I went into this light pink shade, which is entitled Amorcito or Amorcito. I think that's what it is. I haven't took Spanish in like a long time. So I just put that like above the crease area to blend it out, to give like a little light shade of pink. And I put that on the bottom part of the wing just to give it like a nice little shadow. So I went into this dark cranberry, which is kind of like an off cranberry, but it's called Hot and Spicy. So what I did is I took my angle brush and I just in-depthened what I created with the cranberry from the Morphe palette, which is entitled Go Home. So I'm just darkening that up, trying to make sure the print is still there. And then I go back to blending it out. That was the same. Excuse me. So I am taking this makeup removing wipe and I'm just removing my primer the best way as possible. Since I'm not necessarily doing all the way cut crease, I wanted to take away the primer that was on my eyelid. And this also causes you to have a in-depth shape. If you did not draw it on properly, you can use your white and just shape it off the best way you want to. After that, I'm taking this e.l.f. angle brush and I'm using the liquid glitter, and this is in the shade 24K Gold. So what I did was I dipped my brush in the tip of the applicator brush and I just outline underneath my little cut crease wing that I have created. And I wanted to do like a glitter liner underneath it. Something simple, but yet something different. This is for all my little creative beauties out there. So I'm just basically drawing out what I created with my burgundy shades right underneath it. And then I created a wing close to my eyelid. I mean, this glitter was really no joke. And honestly, I don't really use glitter like that, but I wanted to do something different this time. So I just connected it. So what I did was I dipped it in back again, and this time I'm just using a regular applicator to make the glitter more intense. You don't have to do this if you are good with glitter, but since I'm not good with glitter, I just decided to just use the applicator tip this up. But while I was using the applicator, I was very gentle with it. I definitely wanted to trace over what I had already traced with my angle brush. So after I had did that, I took my fancy little fan from Amazon, and trust me, this is like a great investment. So I just decided to let that dry down with my eyelid before I had raised my eyelid and creased it. That way the glitter will actually dry down and won't actually move anywhere else. So I went back into the Mariale palette and I took this nice glitter shade. And that glitter shade is called Chanchala. Girl, I don't know. It's like CLA. So it's like what? Chanchala? I don't know. I'm about to say Chanchala, but it's not. So what I did is I just took a small little brush and I just dipped it in there to add some little more sparkle into it on top of the glitter. So I went back in hot and spicy just to in-depth my dark part of my liner, because I didn't want to really take it away with my blending out, and as you can see, I definitely see that it was fading away. So I definitely wanted to in-depth in it just a little bit more to match that other eye. So I went back into, what is that, Amorcito, just to blend that out just a little bit more. Take it back at the bottom just to blend that out as well. If you cannot like get both of your eyes to match, just make them close to sisters as best as possible. So I took in between of Hot and Spicy and also in the Morphe palette of Go Home to my lower lash line just to smoke that out. And I made sure I connected it with my cut crease liner. And I also added, I think at the end, Amor just so it wouldn't be too harsh. And I added some black liner, that way my eyes would be more intense and pop. There's times when I use white eyeliner and there's times I use black eyeliner. So now I'm about to hop off and put on my lash. I'll be right back. So I'm finally back with the lash. And now we can just focus more on the lips. But the lip that I put with this was a more of a chocolate lip. And I just lined my lips with this Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade Shoddy. And you can actually use a lip liner if you want to, but honestly I didn't really have that many dark brown lip liners, so I just decided to use my Fenty lipstick. So I realized that that wasn't really the brown that I wanted to go with, so I went in with the shade PMS by Fenty Beauty, which is like this nice dark chocolate type of brown. And I'm just overlining my lips with that PMS lipstick just to give me that dark brown that I wanted. So now I'm gonna go in the shade of 950 from Maybelline, and this is their cream lipstick in the shade Untainted Spice. I honestly have a ton of nude lipstick shades, mostly in the 9s, mostly in the 600s, but honestly I wanted to do a chocolate lip instead of a nude lip this time. I felt like it's winter time, you can do plenty of bold looks, and that is pretty much what I wanted to do this time. So this is pretty much the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have learned how to do this nice little cut crease little look that I was wanting to do with a little sparkle. And I thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also more importantly, share. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.